Live from our studios on the Isle of Wight. Free Jingle Friday.
Stand by for Music Radio Creative streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Free Jingle Friday is made possible by our sponsor, Restream, the easy way to stream to multiple social platforms at the same time. Restream Studio makes it simple to go live directly from your browser. Get started now at mrc.fm/Restream. And now, here is Mike and Izabela.
Oh, I don't know how we did it. I do not know how we did it, but we made it somehow live here from the Music Radio Creative Studios on the Isle of Wight, Izabela.
Woohoo! We're here, and it's so good to be here, by the way. It's been ages. It seems like we haven't been here for a very long time.
I know, we are finally back. You might have heard we have a new sponsor there at the start. How slick was that? How cool was that? And we're ready to roll.
Yay.
We've missed doing this, so we're live and we're ready to make jingles, aren't we?
We're here, we're here for you. So I hope you have your scripts ready and you are as pumped for the show as we are. Thank you so much for all of your lovely comments about the intro. They look amazing. So we are excited. We're here and we're making jingles today.
Is that what we're doing? Are we making jingles or jungles?
Oh, we can make jungles too. You never know with us. With
A little
Mike,
bit of
certainly.
everything. All here from the Isle of Wight. I've got mics, multiple mics in front of the mic. There, hang on. This is the mic. That's another mic. And there's too many mics here today. Too many mics.
There are too many mics. Yes, that can be a bit confusing, certainly for me.
Yes, at the best of times, right?
Too many mics, for sure. But really nice. So first of all, really, really excited because we have a brand new sponsor to the show.
Might have noticed.
You might have noticed. You might have noticed. And I hope you like the intro. I say we. Mike has worked really hard on the intro.
Been beavering away on it, haven't I?
I've worked really hard on scripting it.
Yeah.
That's as far as my part of the job goes. But yes, Mike has been beavering away. And super excited. We use Restream, so for us it's a really fantastic, natural kind of fit because they have made it super easy for us to make Free Jingle Friday. And, we get so many questions from people asking, so how do you do Free Jingle Friday? What tools do you use? So it just makes it so natural to talk about Restream because we really enjoy using it.
And now you know. It's quite as simple as that. So go check them out, definitely. If you're restreaming or streaming or just doing any kind of streaming, mrc.fm/Restream. That's our little link, and I think we get an affiliate commission there as well for full disclosure. But we use them. I can actually show you over here behind my head. I've got all the places we stream to right there, and it tells me that we're live as well, which is really cool.
Phew.
So I can see YouTube, I can see Facebook, I can see Twitch, I can see LinkedIn, Periscope, VK, that big Russian social network, DLive as well. No more Mixer. No more Mixer. Mixer is no more. Obviously Mixer announced that they were closing down or merging with Facebook Gaming or something like that. We used to do them as well. Basically, Restream let you go pretty much everywhere. If you can think about it and you can go live there, you can pretty much do it. And it's all inside a web control panel. So you don't have to mess about with servers and multiple streams and hogging bandwidth. You simply send out one stream. So right now here from the MRC studios, I am sending one stream up our internet pipe. And that goes to the dashboard at Restream. And then they do their magic their end and send it out to all the other platforms. And it's in real time. So pretty much wherever you're watching, if you are watching this on YouTube, as many of you are, I can even see the viewer count, which is really cool. I can see how many people are watching on YouTube and see people are also watching on Facebook. You'll get it pretty much at the same time as everyone else. So it really is multi-streaming in a cool way, it is.
That's really, really cool. And just a very cool, well, although not so cool, but rather hot comment from Rob Green saying, do I detect suntan? Yes.
No, I go red. Actually, this happened here in England. You won't believe it. So here's a little story. We've started geocaching recently because we've got the kids around. Lockdown is starting to ease a little bit here, so we're going out every day, and we're trying to get as many geocaches as we can. For those of you who don't know what geocaching is, it's like people put toys in Tupperware boxes and logs and hide them somewhere. And probably, if you are watching this now, there's a geocache or two near you. So you can do this with your kids, or you don't have to have kids, you can just go and do it on your own. It's kind of like, do you remember back in school, I used to do something called orienteering. It's kind of like orienteering, but you find something at the end of it. You're not just like following a compass. And now you can do it on your phone. It's like all GPS. So essentially, you load up. Actually, shall I show the app? Because I think it's amazing. This is not a plug. Like we're not sponsored by geocaching. I just think it's really cool. So you basically load this app, the geocaching app, and then you go and you look and it will show you on here. Look at this. It will show you where all the geocaches near you are. All right. So this is a map, literally, of loads of geocaches on the Isle of Wight. It's really, really cool. Tell some more because you're quite passionate about geocaching, aren't you?
It's kind of a side note. I did want to tell everybody how to get the jingles, free jingles, but
talk about geocaching, then we'll get onto the jingles.
Right, we'll get into the jingles in a minute. But we've got into it like ages ago. I think it's actually 4 years since we've been using the app. But we started this little challenge for summer holidays with our kids where we've challenged ourselves to find 100 geocaches by the end of the summer holidays. And then if that happens, then by the end of it, we are all allowed to choose a new Nintendo Switch game.
Which is really cool. I cannot wait for that.
That's it. So we are all wondering, which game are we going to get, and kids are very excited, but it just gets us
Paper
out
Mario,
and about.
the Origami King, surely.
Yay. So it gets us out and about, and yes, we went out actually. So even though we had 2 weeks break, Mike managed to sunburn himself yesterday. So it's nothing to do with the holidays.
That's the end of the story. That's how I got the sunburn. I forgot to wear my hat, and I got totally burnt up. The UV rays were about 7 here in the UK on the south coast.
But as you can see, nothing like this happens here, so we're good.
There you go.
We are good. But just a quick reminder, because I know many of you are asking in the comments, and thank you for all of those posting in there. If you are here for free jingles, this is exactly why we are here. Simply head on over to mrc.fm/script. You can post your submission there. Do note, if you would like to have your script recorded and produced today live on the show, then Super Chat yellow or above is the way. All the other scripts submitted through the form will be recorded after the show ended, and they will not be produced unless you've opted to upgrade to the produced version within the form. So we record them after the show and usually upload them by Monday the latest. So we try to do obviously as fast as possible, but we do upload them by Monday the latest. Now, I would love to say huge thanks to our wonderful moderators who are answering your questions very eagerly in the comments. Huge shout out to Tim, Doug, and Bjorn. They are there to answer your questions.
They're the best.
And they are absolutely the best. So if we won't get into one of your comments, one of them certainly will. So yes, definitely huge shout out there. And the last but not least, just do follow the rules of one submission per free Jingle Friday. So please don't post more than one, as we want to make sure to record as many as we can. On average, we record around 200 jingles every week, and we want to make sure it's fair and equally distributed as possible. So there you go.
Absolutely. So yeah, we're very much looking forward to essentially producing your jingles, and that will happen at hour. Okay, so wherever you're watching, hour. It's now 10 past, so you got 20 minutes to get those jingles in, and we really look forward to doing them. But thank you very much to everyone who's asking. I can see Renna McDonald's in there. Nice to see you, Renna. I can see Vince 1955, Mystic Wolf, a lot of regulars. Tim, who's moderating, of course. We've got Doug moderating. We've got John in. We've got Random City. Just shout out where you're watching from in the world and what you're up to right now, or what you were up to before you switched on to us. And yeah, that would be really cool. I'd really like to see that. Also, if you're new, we often do this. If you're new to the stream, we really welcome you in. Type new in all caps, and then we can see you're new and also shout you out. And I don't think I'm doing any push-ups today, Vince. My goodness me. Yes, I've done a lot of steps. My Fitbit has been working overtime on this geocaching adventure. We usually plan to go out, by the way, when we do go geocaching. It's really, really good. Can't recommend it enough. We usually go for an hour, but it ends up being 3 hours because usually I end up getting scratched by brambles like that. Can you see?
Here.
I don't know if anyone can see. Can you see my war wound down there?
Just
so you actually to retrieve some of these geocaches, you have to put your hand in bramble bushes. Well, certainly here in the UK, I just think we're like bit like that in the UK. We hide things in bramble bushes for some reason.
Brambles and nettles and
nettles. Yeah, I've got stung down the side of my body.
And the logs, like rotten logs.
Rotten logs.
Lots of stuff like
Insane.
that. But it's really cool. But so many new people joining in. So shout out to Warren Smith, to Scott Foster watching from New York City. Shout out to Eric, to Richard watching us from Utah. Hello to Papi Video and Clay Music watching us from Switzerland. To Michael Sahovsky, old, watching us from New York as well.
Insane, right? Insane.
Yay!
Yeah.
So, so plenty of you joining in, and there's plenty of fun to be had. So, you have another 18 minutes, by the way, to submit your script submissions.
Indeed.
18 minutes. So half past the hour is the cutoff point, at which point we will record all the super chats, and then Mike will produce them live on the show, which is a fantastic segment where you can learn a lot about production and just little hacks and tricks. He's like a ninja, it's like, if you let a ninja into the... Where would you let a ninja to kind of like, let off the steam? Where would the ninja go?
I don't know, some like buildings, like some skyline, jumping across the skyline.
Yeah, with bricks to slash and stuff like that,
Slashing and swiping.
That will be Mike, but with audio, so kind of like,
Slashing and swiping with, wait for it, are you ready? Can I get it out of my little nook here? Oh,
what have you got?
It's quite, trying to get that out so that I can show you.
You are showing your
I will be
balls off.
swiping and slashing with a trackball, and it's all good fun. I didn't want to say actually some shout outs here to, and I had some questions actually for you, just really, really interesting stuff, because I've been getting into something recently. I can just see where some of you are watching from. So we got Paul, who's new and really enjoying the show. Jim says, hope we had a good break. We got Fernando from Brazil tuning in right now, new from Puerto Rico. It says, Tony, nice to see you, Tony. We got the Lake District
accent. Puerto Rico. What was that?
No, sorry, I wasn't doing any accent. I was just saying it, singing it, because that's what I think. Lake District, Marty's there, nice part of the UK. Tasmania in Australia, we've got Anita in, which is nice. Quebec checking in, that's Eric. And Chris in Matthews in North Carolina. Talking about North Carolina, South Carolina, and all of that. I've been doing a lot of research on the USA, and in particular, the American War of Independence. I find it absolutely fascinating. And do you know why? Because I just recently, Izabela, on Disney Plus, watched the Hamilton. Now, this was the best-selling musical by far on Broadway in 2016. It's just like, it's gone crazy. It even came over to here in the UK, and there was Hamilton in London. But I have only just seen Hamilton, and I absolutely love it. Really love it. I'll just say this much, and I don't know how much this says for our education system here in the UK, but I learned more about American history in 2 hours and 20 minutes than I learnt in 20 years of British education. I suppose they don't talk much about the American War of Independence in British schools. I know this might be a controversial subject, I don't know, but just want to preface this by saying I love Americans, I love the US, and I love everything about America. Did I need to say that, really?
I don't think you need
I'm not King George III.
No.
Definitely not. But I found it fascinating. It was amazing. Very entertaining.
For sure, yeah.
Yes. And I had so many questions at the end. It's just a fascinating story. I'm sure many of you have seen Hamilton. Obviously, my favourite part was the King George III performances. Thought Jonathan Groff, who also, funnily enough, is Kristoff in Frozen. Right? Someone who plays the psychotic king is also a cuddly cartoon character who sings to reindeers. I find that quite interesting.
It's absolutely fantastic.
But the whole thing was great, and it just made me question. So the founding fathers, and you got George Washington, you got Hamilton, obviously, is there, and who else was the other one? Jefferson was in there as well, and I was just questioning. Did these folk back in the day, back in the 1700s, did they actually still have English accents?
Well, that's so possible, right?
Did everyone speak with a British accent in America back in 1776 and all of that? I don't know if anyone can answer that in the chat. But
that could well be the case. It really could well be the case. Or, it could be kind of somehow... more continental English accent because of the huge mix of cultures at the time, right?
Yeah, that's right. I think it was a bit of everything, wasn't it?
So, there you go. Tony is asking if we do jingles in Spanish. I certainly don't speak Spanish, but we do them for
Español,
music.
Izabela? You've got a Spanish name. Come on, I mean,
yes,
Izabela with a Z. or
Yes.
Z if you prefer. It's a Spanish name.
It is, yes. It's a Spanish spelling
Actually,
of
it's
the
a
name,
European
which is
name.
just so confusing for somebody who's from Poland and lives in the United Kingdom, and all that's jazz. So, so Tony is asking if we do Spanish jingles. We personally probably are not the best two people to get, as we are not.
But we do
native
have Spanish voiceovers, right?
We do certainly have Spanish voiceovers. So if you head on over to musicradiocreative.com, you can find Spanish speakers there and order from there. So we will certainly be very happy to help. So we can give it a try. Listen, submit your script in Spanish. I mean, I will do it my very, very best, but I can't guarantee any results.
All right, John wants us to switch away from the history lesson, which I found fascinating. I'll go and do research. Like Wikipedia is quite reliable sometimes, isn't it? But that's it needs to buy an encyclopedia, probably.
Well, John wants to know about our break. He's like, come on.
So come on then.
Let go of the history,
yes,
please.
we didn't want to kind of like, before we went away, we didn't want to say lots about it. We made a conscious decision because we know that, and even still right now, a lot of people are still restricted and in lockdown and unable to travel.
Also, people have very strong views about this. So
About
there
going
are
away
some
and doing
people
things.
who are like, are you sure? You are going away. It's like you could be risking other people. So we kind of didn't want to really talk about it ahead of the time. But I guess it's okay to say now. And it's we still treated. We have made a very conscious decision. We have spent a long time thinking whether we should do it or we shouldn't.
Absolutely.
And in all honesty, till the very end, we thought we wouldn't be able to do it. But we can let go a little bit. So we went to Croatia. We stayed in the beautiful town of Rovinj over there, and we've adapted our holidays. So initially, we were going to drive around Croatia and sort of try, and see a lot of different places. But we sort of completely scrapped that, and we stayed in one resort for the full 2 weeks.
We did.
The resort had everything in there, so the shopping, we could do
amazing.
everything locally, and we had a lovely time, just a full unplug, and we did absolutely nothing else than reading books, which, by the way, I read 9 books while I was on holidays, which is my personal record.
Wow.
And we just relaxed and caught some sun a little bit, and just that's it. And we're back. The trip was a little bit I guess strange and different because we had to wear the masks at the airport and on the airplane, but you get used to it, and I kind of have a feeling that this is a new normal we all have to accept and get used to.
Yeah.
So it was fine. It went smoothly. Touch wood, we didn't catch coronavirus along the way, and we were all healthy. We still are very healthy, and
it all went pretty well. Yeah. No, just basically we had a nice break and got to see the history around Rovinj, as Izabela was saying. Did some trips around there, and it's wasn't Rovinj like originally it was Venetian or something like that. There's some connection with Venice there, so it did look very Venetian. But now obviously it's Croatia, and it's just beautiful there. I really recommend like if you get the chance to go to Croatia, you fly into Pula Airport. It's Pula. It's a tiny little airport, really tiny. It's funny because when we flew in, because they were just easing up on flights across certain parts of Europe, we were literally the only flight that day coming from London to Pula. There was one flight and it was us, and I think they were only doing 2 flights a week, so it's like if we wanted to go home early, well, you're kind of stuffed a little bit. And then when we went back, they had about 5 flights running. 4 of them were to different regions of the UK, and one of them was going to the Netherlands, I think Rotterdam. So slowly things are opening up, so that's good.
Yeah, that's nice, and it's nice to see that obviously different regions have different restrictions, and we can, if you watch and follow, you can see that some places are going clearly through the second spike, and it's just something we all have to learn to live with. It's like I think we will be going in and out of the lockdown, and we have to just accept that. So
absolutely,
and obviously do all of our best to be responsible, wash hands, sanitize, wear masks where they advise us to, and
of course.
Just,
on that note, 9 minutes to get your jingle scripts in, so go and do that now. Pixel Creations is watching from India. We've got Sound of Faz in from Morecambe in the UK, beautiful spot. What else have we got? We got Rob Green as well, saying you should check out the 2000 movie with Mel Gibson called The Patriot, about the American Revolution. Ooh, that sounds good.
I've watched it a long time ago. I have watched it. It was really, really good. It's a very long movie as far as I remember, but I wanted to say that usually I'm the one who keeps the time, Mike. So I was like, seriously, did Mike just say it's 9 minutes left?
Yeah, I'm on top of it.
What was that about?
I'm on top of it. The only movie I've seen of any significance about wars and things like that with Mel Gibson in is, of course, Braveheart. And what do we say?
That's
freedom!
nice.
Yeah, something like that.
And how is Mr. Clive doing? It just reminded me of how is Mr. Clive doing? How has he been?
Well, I don't know about freedom. I didn't know the lockdown had ended. No one sent me the memo.
He's still stuck, is he?
He is. He's down in his cave somewhere firmly. Hashtag MRC Live. Music Radio Creative Live, or if you prefer, Mr. Clive.
There you go. That's absolutely it. And if you are watching us for the first time, if you are new here, make sure to click subscribe now. We are live every single week. Almost every single week, as far as we can. Most of the weeks in the year we are here. But also, Mike releases a lot of videos with very useful tutorials on audio and how to make things sound good.
Yeah.
We review a lot of relevant equipment and just talk about anything audio, really. So if you haven't already, click subscribe now, just to make sure you get notified of the next videos, and certainly you don't want to miss the next show.
Absolutely, yeah, that is actually a rather good idea, especially considering the fact that recently I have put out quite a few new videos. Actually, I've had a lot scheduled to go out, so I'm kind of looking at what recently went out, and actually I can pop it up on the screen for you, just up there. That's the YouTube channel. And what I can see is, obviously, this is Free Jingle Friday Live. A lot of you have been waiting for this to come back. But also, I released 2 Adobe Audition tutorials. When I was out on holiday, I just pre-scheduled them to go live. Also, earlier this week, I talk about the trackball that I'm using, or track balls from Kensington. So they were cool enough to send a few through to me. So I've done a video about that. And also the latest one from Wednesday, just a couple of days ago, spectral frequency display. A lot of you often ask me, what's the difference? Why should I use this big spectral frequency here in Audition? And why is the waveform just not good enough? So that video kind of explains the differences. A lot of people use this for noise reduction and things like that. Also, it's used a lot in audio forensics, where people need to analyze things and say, oh, look, there's a frequency there. What I've been using, and I have mentioned this out before, it's only for Android. It's called BirdNet. I think there's an equivalent for iOS as well. BirdNet, and it essentially, look at that, it's a spectral frequency display on your phone, but you use it to record birds, and then what it'll do is it will analyze the tweet and it will give you results, and you actually get your observations. So I get all of the observations, and we found some really cool birds when we were out in Croatia, including the red-backed shrike, the Kuril bunting, the yellow-legged gull. They were kind of laughing around our campsite. They were like,
it sounded like monkeys. It was like,
insane.
Weird monkeys, but they were seagulls. It was
and one of my favorite birds that it identified, well, at least the sound of it, let's see if I can show this to you, was the common chiff-chaff. See, it actually saves the GPS location. I think it's fantastic. From what I understand, you're contributing also to a research project by using this. And let's see, I think I can play the sound back that I recorded as well. If I click the play button, let's see if you can hear this. So that was a common chiff-chaff. Maybe that wasn't the one that I really liked. Let's play the Seren. Again, this was found in Croatia. They sounded amazing. And, the golden oriole. Let's listen to this one. Oh, this is nice. This is yellow. Oh, it just goes... But you can actually load in. It takes you into the Wikipedia entry. And look how cool the golden oriole looks.
That looks amazing.
I'm turning into such a bird geek right now. I think this is what I say. It's like Pokemon for grown-ups. Pokemon Go for grown-ups. Or old people.
Old people. I thought that was Mr. Clive, perhaps. Mr. Clive's new hobby, bird watching, right?
No, it's actually progressive. We've gone through all the stages of out and about searching. It starts when you're a youngster. You start with Pokemon Go. Then you progress to geocaching.
And when you get to my age,
you progress to BirdNet and hunting for birds by their sound, right?
Nice, absolutely. And by the way, I just wanted to say, I'm sure everybody has noticed, but Mike has finally got a haircut. Can you see this? Yeah.
I haven't done it very well. In fact, I didn't even iron my shirt today. It's I'm a bit
scruffy.
Bit of a rag today.
But we are finally allowed to have haircuts. And you know what? I'm really excited because I get mine on Monday. And I'm like, yay!
Yay.
finally. So, yes, we're very excited about haircuts and all sorts of things. But just a quick reminder, 4 minutes left. If you haven't done so already, head on over to mrc.fm/script. This is where you can submit your script. If you would like to have your script recorded today and also produced, then Super Chat is the way. It is yellow or above to have it recorded and produced. You can also upgrade within the script form. So mrc.fm/script. And all the other jingles will be recorded after the show and uploaded to mrc.fm/fjf by end of Monday. So bear that in mind. On average, every week we record around 200 jingles. So yeah, there is certainly plenty of those coming in. And yeah, so 3 minutes left if you haven't done so.
Hey up,
already.
Peter's up in the northwest in Lancashire. Good to see you. And we've also got Yoni, who says, can we bring videos to our class? It'll be like going back to school. Amazing. And DJ Danny VM doesn't know why MRC don't make face masks. We should have face masks instead of fridge magnets.
Do you know, this actually is something that I'm thinking about right now.
Totally do it.
Yeah, no, we will have to.
Not with the MRC logo, but what about with like a wavy pattern across the face, like audio across the face?
I have an idea.
Oh, you have an idea.
I actually have a really good idea, but I don't want to let it out just yet. You know?
Cool.
I don't want to let the cat out of the bag. But
No cats.
yes, they are coming in,
No
especially
bags.
that we all need them, clearly. And, we all need more than one, right? So.
And on that happy note, I can see Eleanor is in the chat. Hi, Eleanor from Licked, an amazing service that we use all the time when we're creating videos, and we need a bit of music to throw into the background. So, like, sometimes I'm doing my drone footage and I want to, like, put a nice song in the background, or maybe you're making a little vlog piece and you need a piece of music, but you're sick and tired of going to those royalty-free sites. Then you need to go to Licked, because what they do is they get really popular songs, and I'm going to play a really, really popular song in a moment, one of my favourite popular songs. It's our track of the week this week, and I'm going to play it and tell you all about it, and I licensed it from Licked. They're amazing. You can go to mrc.fm/licked. That's LICKD. We'll make sure to get the URL thingy in the chat down there, and you can click and check it out for yourself. All you got to do to get started is just connect your YouTube channel and then download your first track. It's free to do so. You might want to get the track of the week I'm going to play in a minute, and I'll tell you why I think it's so important to use a reputable service like this, who are going out talking to the record companies, getting these deals, because the last thing you want to get is a copyright claim on one of your videos. This is the biggest nightmare of creators. We make an amazing piece, we put it out there, and it starts doing well, it starts garnering views, and then after a while you get an email saying, you've just had a claim on your video. This happened to me this week, and it wasn't using Licked, I'll tell you. It was using another service, which will remain nameless. It will protect the identity here. It was another service that provides not popular songs, but royalty-free music. So we downloaded that track and used it in good faith. In fact, this video was produced in September 2019. Okay, so last year, had a few months. And then just this week, Izabela, I got a copyright claim in my inbox. And it said, there has been a claim on your video. Now, this video was doing pretty well. It had over 10,000 views. It's definitely generating some money. Not loads of money, but, it's a nice income stream. As you know, as a creator, every video you make just adds up, doesn't it, to that monetization inside Google. And, a claim came in and said, and it wasn't even the composer of the track. It was some weird thing. I think I can probably mention it. It was like the Hawk. Already to me, that sounds like a scam. Hawk is sweeping and claiming your video. It's like, so they came in, claimed this video, and demonetized me. And I was like livid. I was like, I know, because we record everything we do. Obviously, being music radio creative, we kind of have to watch copyright, right? It wouldn't be very good if we didn't keep tabs on that. So, it's kind of like, I think we're as rigorous with music copyright as Izabela is with our tax accounts, which is very rigorous. So we have all the details. So the moment I saw the claim, I was like, this is not right. Let's have a look at our logs. And it's like, okay, yeah, we licensed it through that service. And okay, Now, to the credit of the service we did use, went to the website. What happens if you get a claim? Oh, they have a process. emailed customer support. They said, leave it with us 24 hours to 5 working days and we should have the claim lifted. So it's like, okay, cool. All right, we'll leave it with you. And then, yes, to their word, actually, I think within 24 hours, the claim was lifted. But it's just very annoying. And if somebody is a creator creating videos and they're not as rigorous as us, keeping the logs of where they downloaded their tracks from, because it's easy to use all these different services, isn't it? Like there's Envato out there. There's, there's other ones that you can grab all the, the royalty-free stuff. You know what I'm saying is?
I do.
And you just pay and you think, okay, I've got it. You might not keep your logs, and then this claim comes in, and then you can't remember, and you think, oh, crikey, and then you lose some money. And I was Googling about this, and from what I can see, this is like a bit shady, but there seem to be like companies and potentially composers online that actually put their songs up for a limited amount of time on royalty-free sites, obviously not Licked, but other places, yeah, and then creators use them, and then they take them down from those sites and then use a third party to claim a bunch of videos that use their music. So essentially it's a backdoor way of making money. I think it's really, 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 really a very bad practice.
It's very
unethical. If that is indeed what is happening, and I can't verify that's what happened in my case, but yeah.
But that seems to be a thing out there. So it just highlights the importance of using reputable sources.
Yes.
And actually, yeah, and it's really hard. I will tell you one thing. It is really, really hard because I think that a lot of the websites, especially the cheaper ones that allow you to just access, a lot of stuff very, very cheaply. I think that the way they sign the agreements with the artist is that you can list it for a specific amount of time and then it goes off. You see, this is why where I am cautious of is the fact that if they don't own, so if that website does not own the copyright, then obviously a lot can happen with it going, into all sorts of different places and people taking it off, and as you say, then later on claiming it, and it's just a huge, huge mess. And I think that there certainly needs to be a little bit more regulation. But on that note,
it's a complicated space, but on that note, yes, you're absolutely right. Licked are fighting the good fight for us creators, and they're actually doing all that work for us so they can get hold of this music and confidently give it to us to use in our creations. And I have one track loaded up right here. Her name is Mabel. I'll tell you a little bit more about Mabel. She probably needs no introduction, but we'll talk about it after the track. But for now, this is the track of the week that we licensed from Licked, mrc.fm/Licked. Connect your YouTube account, download your first song for free, and enjoy this track from Mabel. It's called Don't Call Me Up.
When I'm underneath the bright lights, when I'm trying to have a good time, 'cause I'm good now, you ain't mine, nah, 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 nah. Don't call me up when you're looking at my photos, getting hot, losing control. You want me more, now I let go, nah, 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 nah. I'm over you and I don't need your lies no more, 'cause the truth is without you, boy, I'm stronger. And I know you said that I'd change up a cold heart, but it was your game that last, 'cause ooh, I'm over you. Don't call me up, I'm going out tonight, feeling good now you're out of my life. Don't wanna talk about us, gotta leave it behind. One drink and you're out of my mind. Nah, take it up. Baby, I'm on the high and you're alone, going out of your mind. But I'm here up in the club and I don't wanna talk, so don't call me up, 'cause I'm here looking fine, babe, and I got eyes looking my way, and everybody's on my vibe, babe. Nah, 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 nah. Don't call me up. My friend said you were a bad man, I should've listened to them back then, and now you're tryna hit me up again. Nah, 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 nah. I'm over you and I don't need your lies no more, 'cause the truth is without you, boy, I'm stronger. And I know you said that I'd change up a cold heart, but it was your game that last, 'cause ooh, I'm over you. Don't call me up, I'm going out tonight, feeling good now you're out of my life. Don't wanna talk about us, gotta leave it behind. One drink and you're out of my mind. Nah, take it up. Baby, I'm on the high and you're alone, going out of your mind. But I'm here up in the club and I don't wanna talk, so don't call me up. Don't call me up. Don't call me stronger. And I know you said that I'd change up a cold heart, but it was your game that last, 'cause ooh, I'm over you. Don't call me up, I'm going out tonight. Feeling good now you're out of my life. Don't wanna talk about us, gotta leave it behind. One drink and you're out of my mind. Not to get up, baby I'm on the high and you're alone, going out of your mind. But I'm here up in the club, and I don't wanna talk, so don't call me up.
There you go. So that's Mabel, Don't Call Me Up, and mrc.fm/licked will take you to this website. So type it into your browser now and go ahead, connect your YouTube channel just like I've done. It's really cool. When you connect your YouTube channel, it'll tell you how many average video views you get out of the last 50 videos you've made. Based on that, it'll give you a pricing to license these new tracks like Mabel, Don't Call Me Up. For me, as you can see, it cost me £6, or if you're in the US, $8 to license a track. The Academic have just been added as well. Lots of tracks from Mabel in there, and if you scroll down on the front page, plenty of summertime vibes. They're often curating playlists of songs that you might want to choose. So Arrow's Hot 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 on there, all kinds of good stuff, and you can go and check them out, and I highly encourage you to do so for your creations.
That's really, really cool. And yes, with the linked mrc.fm/licked, you get your first song for free. So it doesn't cost you anything. You can have Mabel playing on your YouTube.
Yes.
For absolutely.
I like Mabel. I got to see her in Vegas in October last year when I was covering JBL Fest. She was one of the performers one night at Club JBL, and she was really good.
Yay. That's really, really cool. So now we have got all of your script submissions. So all of the new submissions are closed for this week. But we are going to record all the super chats,
Yes, we are.
then Mike will produce them. So this is the very next thing to
Yay. So I'm just literally creating a new multi-track session here. So it's Free Jingle Friday 2020-07. And what date is it today, Isabella? It's, my goodness me, is it really the 24th of July already?
It is, you see.
Okay, so I'm going to create that as a directory and also as a session title name here. And this is using my Adobe Audition presets that immediately load up. And I need to switch mics, so let me grab this one over here, which is specifically for voiceovers. You can see me up here on the top male track. You can see Isabella's down here on the bottom track, the pink track for female. Are you ready then, Isabella? Shall we get into it?
I am very ready, yes.
Cool.
I hope we
Never
didn't
been more
forget
ready.
how to record, did we?
Yes, it's kind of like warming back up
It's
into
like,
it, isn't it?
How do
Yeah.
I speak to a microphone? It's
I
been
know.
2 weeks since the last time.
Insane. Right, let me hit the record button, and it's
Okay.
starting with me, and we'll just get cracking on this. We'll record your jingles and produce them in a minute. True Hit Radio, broadcasting around Teesside, County Durham, and across the World Wide Web at www.truehitradio.co.uk. This is Brekkie with Bjorn and Claire on 88.3 Southern FM.
Grab a fresh cup of your favorite morning drop. Create a breakfast continues.
Admired, loved, and cherished. It's Forth Valley Radio.
Moog is magic on planet rotation. Mood is magic on planet rotation. I wasn't sure if it's mood or moog.
It's time for Chris the Wild Man Wilds Raising the Underground on Blind Cafe Radio, the station that raises Cain.
Non-stop dance, chart, remixes, and cheeky booties with the original renegade, DJ Mackie, anthem style.
Wind down your day with chilled, relaxing songs for bedtime with Chris Crook.
This is The Quiet Storm on East Lancs Radio. The one, the only, Grow Junkie Radio, the good vibe station playing all your favorite tunes from the classics to just released bangers. Turn it up, you nutters. We are about to get busy. GJR, the soundtrack to your summer. Help! I love this show, but I've got GDPR questions and don't know what to do.
It's simple. Just follow the instructions coming up, and the guys at GDPR Weekly Show will help within 24 hours.
Wicked! Thanks, Mike.
Join Chris the Wild Man Wild every Monday at 11 p.m. for Raising the Underground on Blind Cafe Radio. Rich Tea at the weekend on Radio Biscuit.
Back to the 80s with Roscoe on the Knot. The Motown Cafe with Chris Melton.
You are listening to your weather authority. This is Weather Central live in high definition.
Eddie King Dance Party. Eddie King Dance Party time. New time 4 p.m. Friday. Getting you ready for the weekend on Dougie Stone Radio.
Your 10-hour party zone featuring club classics, mashups, mega mixes, and DJ sets on Clubalicious Radio every Friday and Saturday, all beginning at 1700 Party Hard.
You're tuned into Jim for the Bangers and Mashup Show on Hospital Radio Medway.
Fresh cuts. This week's releases in Sweden, Norway, and Finland by DJ Promotions. Fresh is fresh.
You thought that was good. Get a load of this on... Get a load of this one. Philly's got... You thought that was good. Get a load of this one. Philly's got another slice of 80s heaven for ya.
And these ones are just recorded, so dry voice only. Okay. Il Canto is on the decks at Radio Jeebus.
Radio Jeebus, live and in the mix.
In the mix with Liam's GBX anthems.
Nice.
Okie dokie. We
Okey-dokey.
are frying on oil. This
Yay!
is amazing. Coolio. Does Cool have a gang?
Does
Does Cool have a gang? Coolio. Who remembers Coolio?
Oh, I remember Coolio. I loved the... What was the song?
I'll see you when you get there.
That's the one.
If you ever get there. We're living in a gangster's paradise.
Is that Mr. Clive?
Mr. Clive having a karaoke there.
Oh dear.
So I'm just going to trim these up. Say something interesting, Isabella. How about talking about our sponsor, Restream?
Nice. Well,
How do you
yes.
tell the good folks watching right now how they can do what we're doing if they want to go live?
If you would like to go live and have a show like Free Jingle Friday, obviously not Free Jingle Friday.
Yeah,
but
please
show.
don't copy us. Do something original.
Yeah, or do you know?
Keep going. No, keep
this
going. Keep
reminds
going.
me-
Keep going.
Oh,
Keep going.
okay,
Keep
okay,
going.
okay,
Keep
okay,
going.
Okay. I will keep going.
Yeah.
But you knew where you were heading there with that one.
Yeah.
So I will tell you a little bit more about
Keep
it
going.
in just a minute.
Keep going. Keep going.
Okay. If you would like to broadcast live to your audience on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitch, and other kind of, important places, then Restream is the way. This is what we use here at Music Radio Creative, and it's fantastic, easy to use service, a couple of clicks and kind of off you go. It's for people probably like me who are not very tech savvy and want things easy and, just kind of boom. Head on over to mrc.fm/.
Hang on, what do you mean it's for people like me who are not tech savvy, referring to yourself?
Tech-savvy,
It's for
am
people
I?
like me as well, absolute nerds and geeks who love going live to all the different places and tweaking with all the different bells and whistles.
There you go. Yeah. So it's kind of
It's for everyone who wants to go live.
But I like the fact that if you want things simple, you can do it simple. But if you want to dig in further, you can too, which is a great thing, as
Yeah.
Mike says, because then it suits the both ends of the spectrum of people who want things easy and for people who want high customization and tweaking here and there and making it super cool in so many different ways.
Yes, Scott Foster has just said he's just signed up to Restream and going to explore it now. So that's awesome. Bjorn has posted the link in the chat, and actually, here is the chat. And this is another cool thing about Restream. This is the live chat coming in right now.
That's awesome.
You can see on our stream. What is really cool, as you can see, we're quite YouTube heavy here. Most of our comments do come in via YouTube. But this is an app that actually comes with Restream. It's the Restream chat app. And if I scroll up, I know a lot of it's YouTube, but you can see super chats come in. And you can also see, look, with the F next to it. So those are comments coming in on Facebook. We can see those. You can just see everything. Most of our audience watching this stream, they're either on YouTube or Facebook. You can see some Facebook comments here. Mainly our audience is on YouTube, though. But it's really cool that you can bring together all all the chats. So even if someone says something on Periscope, we can see it. And you can see here linked in the bottom left corner, there's all the accounts that are connected up. It shows that they're connected. You see we've got Twitch chat, YouTube chat, Facebook, DLive, VK, Periscope, LinkedIn as well, which is really, really cool. And actually, if I type into the chat here, so I'm going to type in the link of Restream here, which is mrc.fm/Restream. Do use our link because it just gives us a little bit of credit. That's full disclosure there. And obviously, it doesn't cost you any more. It just helps. So mrc.fm/Restream. If I now click send, that'll actually go out. As you can see, tick, 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 tick. It's going out to YouTube, Twitch, Periscope, and Facebook is like thinking about it. Must be Facebook's API. Oh, now it's out. DLive and VK. So it's all there. So you can post. Not only can you read, but you can also post to all of your streaming locations. It's really, really cool.
Neat. Nice and easy.
Shall we get on with it then?
We should get on with it. So, yes, now Mike is going to be doing all the ninja moves with audio. So if you want to learn a ton, then now is the time. And I believe today we're going to be using the Production Library Volume 11, Mike. Is that the one?
Yes, we are, which is the Retro 80s.
So lots of really, really cool elements there. And if you would like to have a little more look at that, head on over to mrc.fm/FJF. This is where we list all the different things that we use on the show today.
Absolutely.
And that specific package is actually currently at half price till the end of this month. So if you would like to grab it, I think it's just over £70, which is like $100, I think, at the moment. So if you haven't already, head on over to mrc.fm/FJF.
Yeah, and as Doug says, it's now time for Ninja Moves. Time for Ninja Moves with Mikey here on the live stream. So let's go ahead. Let's bring in some breakers and bits like that. See what we got here to audition. Oh, yeah, lots of cool stuff. So this definitely, this has a bit of an 80s theme to it. We've got some stages in here as well that I can bring in. Some nice music, which will keep it flowing nicely. I'm just going to cut some of these voices up and start using them. So this is the part of the show where I'm like producing like a crazy, insane ninja. So let's move this in over here a little bit and move this in over here and see what we can do. So let's scrub that to the start. Make that a bit louder. I don't know if you can hear that. That's a bit better, isn't it? So True Hit Radio, and then we're going to make use of all these. These are my Adobe Audition presets, by the way, I'm using.
Broadcasting around Teesside, County Durham, and across the World Wide Web at www.
All right, we just need this to end nicely.
World Wide Web.
Let's do a little choppy chop there.
John said, welcome to MRC University. Professor Russell is here and class is now in session. Indeed. Take your seats.
Professor Russell.
And start making notes as you go.
Thank you, John. That's very kind.
And across the World Wide Web.
All right, that's not going to fly. I just need to mash that.
Across the World Wide Web.
And then we go up here. So.
And across the World Wide Web.
www.true.
And across the World Wide Web
at www.truehitradio.co.uk.
I feel a little reverb's needed, and one of the things, little known facts about my presets is you can actually hit Shift and 4 and get under the hood here, and then I can go to my 90s voice effects bus here, into the effects rack, and I can enable a bit of studio reverb.
At www.truehitradio.co.uk.
Can't hear anything at the moment. We might need to just push that up a little bit. Let's see what we got here.
At www.truehitradio.co.uk.
And let's just check the routing on that channel to make sure that it's going to be nice. Let's put it on the 90s voice effects. All right, now we've got... Let's play that back. Ooh, okay, silence. Hang on. Got to do a bit of... I was trying to be really impressive there, but I think I've caused myself more trouble than necessary. Let's send that to there and see if that works. No, I've completely messed it up. Oh no, that's why, because it's muted. I'm so silly. Let's try again. Sorry, it's just ignore me.
That's all right. I've learned to ignore you sometimes, you know.
I'm muting this. I don't know what I'm doing. I've made this harder work. Now I've only got the output of the effect. Oh, that's because I've got no dry.
At www.truehitradio.co.uk.
Let's take off that.
At www.truehitradio.co.uk.
Yeah, I was just trying to put on a little bit of reverb. That'll be enough, actually, 21% of reverb. So that can be done in the advanced area of my presets. And of course, you know, if you ever go ahead and get them and use them yourself, loads of tutorial videos. We've even got a nice forum now that has been working so hard to maintain to answer some of the more advanced questions about working with the presets in Adobe Audition.
Absolutely.
Oh, this is nice.
This is Breaking with Bjorn and Claire.
Oh, I like that. That's very... I hope you're going to like a little retro jingle, Bjorn. I know you often get involved every week, and we really appreciate it with the free Jingle Friday jingles. So hopefully a little bit of 80s retro drum roll there is going to be good for you. Let's play this.
This is Breaking with Bjorn and Claire on...
And then we'll bring this up here. Let's pull that up to there.
On 88.3.
On 88.3.
On 88.3.
And then we're going to go back and we're going to use a little breaker here. So let's bring that breaker in. Oh, that's nice. Let's pop that in down there. 88.3.
3. Southern FM.
Southern FM. And I think that EQ is quite good. Although I might move it to the 90s now when we put the reverb on. I want to make the most of that reverb.
3. Southern FM.
Yeah, I quite like ending the jingles with reverb. That's quite an old school thing to do. So let's do that for a little
Are you
bit.
old school?
I'm going back to my roots. Yeah.
You're old school.
Going back to it and bringing it in. Let's bring another stager in. What have we got here? Such cool stages in this particular production library. We've got quite a lot of cool stuff going on here.
Grab a fresh cup of your favorite morning drop.
Right, that's going to have to change. Let's change that. Okay. So we've got...
Grab a fresh cup of your favorite morning drop. Create a breakfast continues.
Now, we might not use the full length of this because we might just use it up until that point, meaning I might choose to use this stager again.
Create a breakfast continue.
Oh, so actually, let's see how we can make this flow. Let's move that over a bit.
Grab a fresh cup of your favorite morning drop. Create a breakfast.
I'm not sure about that. Let's
Favorite morning.
let's put this on the next track and pull it down in amplitude. See how that works. So we're doubling up essentially.
Morning drop. Create.
Yeah, that could work. And then
Create a.
And actually, what we're going to do here is we're going to cut that hard there, and we're going to fade that out, and then we're just going to sort of copy this and stutter it a couple of times. So boom, boom.
Create a breakfast continues.
Yeah, that'll do nicely. All right, let's get out here and we'll get back in over here and see what we can do with this. This might be the place that I choose to use this more.
Admired, loved and cherished. It's Fourth Valley. Admired, loved and cherished. It's Fourth Valley Radio.
And then we got...
Oog is magic on planet rotation.
Oh, okay, cool. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to save this. I'm going to pop that over there. Because... oh, no. Hang on. Actually.
Mood is magic on planet rotation.
Oh, yeah, these are quite short jingles. I'm going to save that stage until later. And we're just going to come in here now and use some breakers. Let's see. You know, John is right. We should have a 50s, 60s, 70s, and 90s production library is. There you go, get that in your ideas can.
Absolutely.
You know, come on.
Admired, loved and cherished. It's Fourth Valley Radio.
Oh, Bonnie's got a good question. How many stingers or bits would you recommend on any particular jingle? Well, it's just as many as fits. Really, the way I choose to place in breakers like this, so you can see if I'm making this now, I usually go...
Admired, loved and cherished. It's Fourth Valley.
Okay, so there's a clear break there, isn't there? There's one part of the liner here.
Admired, loved and cherished.
So that's the first part of the liner, and then it switches to...
It's Fourth Valley Radio.
So it really does depend on the wording of the script and what's going on there. But as you can see, it's quite a nice point there to change things up, not only with an extra effect, but also to change the vocal effects. So we get...
Admired, loved and cherished. It's Fourth Valley Radio.
And that actually works quite nicely. That's just 2. If this were longer, I might use 3. But really, I use breakers and little effects to break up the words, essentially. So I don't just place them randomly. I try to do it to sort of make the flow of the jingle progress. Let's give you another example. Let's bring in this and maybe this. Yeah, Marty is voting in there for a 70s production library. We really should have that.
Nice.
That would be a cool idea.
Can I just add something? So surely would it not depend... Sorry, I've put my glasses on as I'm reading. Would it not depend on the format of the station? So like some stations where it's
some
really
stations
heavily formatted, right? You would put a lot of different effects.
They want a lot of effects, yes.
Some formats would call for much less of a full-in-your-face approach, right?
Exactly. And on that note, we continue. But yes, you're absolutely right. That's the we continue sound effects.
Moog is magic on planet rotation.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether we're going to just move that in here.
Is it Moog? I really hope magic on planet rotation.
Oh, that works nicely, but planet rotation needs a little bit of a double up there.
On planet rotation.
It is audio punctuation. Love audio production. Can't think of a better way.
On planet rotation.
Can't think of a better way to say it myself. So that I'm going to take your description and use that, because that works nicely. So we've got more jingles coming in here. Jingles by the bucket load. We always really appreciate it when you support us on the stream. And you essentially put in a load of super chats or like donations through the form, the online form, and then obviously as a result you get your jingle voiced, priority, and produced on the show. Let's play this.
It's time for Chris the Wild Man Wilds Raising the Underground.
Oh,
Time.
I'm gonna save this again. I don't want to use that there. Let's pull that in. That's nice.
It's time for Chris the Wild Man Wilds Raising the Underground.
Wild Man Wilds.
Wilds. Wilds.
And then we're going to cut in there and we're going to do this.
Wilds Raising the Underground.
That could do nicely in there, so we'll pop that in.
Wilds Raising the Underground on blind.
And then, of course, we need a little clean breaker here, maybe. Oh, that might be nice. No, we've already used that. Let's go to impacts instead this time. Oh, yeah.
Wilds Raising the Underground on Wilds Raising the Underground on blind.
And then, of course, we need to move that up over here.
Underground
On Blind Cafe Radio.
And then the station that raises Cain.
Cafe Radio, the station that raises Cain.
There we go. Nice fade out at the end there. Over here.
Non-stop dance, chart, remixes, and cheeky booties with the original.
And then with the original is going to be something like this. Hang on. Let's zoom that out, move that over a bit so we don't get that too far in the way. And then we'll do this. We'll copy, 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 copy.
Tease with the original Renegade.
With the original Renegade. Oh, that's nice. With the original Renegade.
Renegade, DJ Mackie, Anthem style.
DJ Mackie. Let's actually push that up a bit. And Anthem style is going to be there and faded at the end.
DJ Mackie, Anthem style.
Nice. Okay, let's move on to this one. What we got here?
Wind down your day.
Okay, this has got to be a bit more chilled, I think. So let's see what we can find here. That could be interesting.
Wind down your day with chilled, relaxing.
So we're going to have this here.
Your day.
With chilled, relaxing songs for bedtime.
Need a bit of a whoosh, I think. It's quite nice.
Your day.
With chilled, relaxing songs for bedtime. With Chris. Chilled, relaxing songs for bedtime.
And then Chris Crook up here.
Chris Crook.
There we go. That's a nice sort of ambient one there for you, Chris. What do we got here?
This is The Quiet Storm on East Lancs Radio.
Oh, that's part of the jingle, isn't it? So let's put is in over there on the end.
It's Crook.
This is The Quiet Storm.
And then I feel a little bit of echo may be appropriate to end this.
Storm on East Lancs Radio.
Nice. And then we got this.
The one, the only, Grow Junkie Radio. The good vibe station playing all your favorite tunes from the classics to just released bangers. Turn it up, you nutters. We are about to get busy. GJR, the soundtrack to your summer. Help!
Okie dokie, yeah, I see where that's going. So this is coming up here. And we're going to pull in a music bed, maybe. Let's see what we got.
The one, the only, Grow Junkie Radio.
That's nice. And then we're going to pull that in over here.
Junkie Radio. The good vibe station.
Let's pull that music bed down a bit in the mix because it's going to be rather loud when we start playing that like that. So, yeah.
The good vibe station.
Too quiet, not too quiet. Oh gosh. It's going to be a control job there.
The good vibe station playing all your favorite tunes from the classics to just released bangers. Turn it up.
Okay. At that point, we might just choose to fake reverb there. So let's do so. Do that. Well, thank you for Adobe for letting me know I have 9 app updates. Noticed recently in the last month or so, Adobe have been updating their apps
all the
regularly.
Time. Yeah.
What's going on? I know they had a big release back in June, but seriously, I've received that notification at least a couple of times in the last week.
Just released bangers. Turn it up.
I honestly have no idea what's going on there. So, but anyway, I'm not complaining. More updates equals good, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Released bangers. Turn it up.
All right, let's just see if we can do this and this. Thank you. Creative Cloud has been updated. Very much appreciate that. Please don't break anything. Bless you. I'm in the middle of a live stream. I wouldn't like it if you just updated my Adobe Audition.
Yeah, just in the middle of the session. Turn it up.
I don't think they would do that. In fact, I'm just going to hit Control S. There we go. just to be on the safe side. You never know.
Turn it up, you nutters.
Let's make that a bit shorter. Let's do.
Turn it up, you nutters.
And then we'll go into impacts. Turn it up, you nutters.
Nutters. We are about to get busy. GJR, the soundtrack to your...
We're about to get busy. And then GJR.
Busy. GJR, the soundtrack to your summer.
All right, let's fade that there. Feeling quite good. And we're on to this one here. What do we got here?
We've got GDPR.
Okay. This one is coming down here. So let's do this. And again, I think we'll find a nice music bed for this. Music bed. What we got here?
Help! I love this.
Let's pull that in at the start here.
Help! Help! I love this show, but I've got GDPR. I love this show, but I've got GDPR questions and don't know what to do.
It's simple. Just follow the instructions coming up, and the guys at GDPR Weekly Show will help within 24 hours. 24 hours.
Dude!
It's simple. Just follow the instructions coming up, and the guys at GDPR Weekly Show will help within 24 hours.
Oh, I think that's quite nice. It's very reassuring. Do you like the way I actually said that? It just sounds like, don't worry, we got it covered.
Yeah, you
all
did.
good.
Yeah.
Guys at GDPR will help within 24 hours.
It's very good.
So that's what we like. That's the kind of thing we're looking for here. A reassuring voice that says, hey, don't worry, we got it.
Don't worry, we've got this.
Everything's okay. No need to panic. And we'll place this in here. Don't usually mention this kind of stuff, but I don't know if you can hear there's a lot of planes going overhead.
I know,
And that's
right?
because we broadcast, as our intro always says, live from our studios on the Isle of Wight. And anytime there's a minuscule piece of sun in the sky, everyone goes out in their microlights for pleasure flights. So hence we got a lot of air traffic, even more air traffic than usual. We do not have an airport on the Isle of Wight, commercial airport, for flying. But we do have a couple of mini sort of pleasure flight airports where, if you know how to fly a microlight, you can get in one and off you go. So we get a lot of those.
4 hours.
Wicked.
That's an easy kind of like just wicked there.
4 hours.
Wicked. Thanks, Mike.
Oh, we need the mic at the end.
Thanks, Mike.
Perfect. There we go. And everyone listening to the GDPR show can now be reassured that they do not need to worry. Okay, we're making our way through. Not long until we reach the end. Yes, that's good. For those of you, I'm just splitting up, by the way, the rest of the voiceovers so I can just get them all into place. Who were watching earlier, we were talking about how much we love geocaching. And even though I have a call with San Francisco later on today, so it's always falls for us here in the UK at the end of the day, making a call to someone there, I am hoping to squeeze in a couple of hours geocaching with you and the family after we finish this live stream.
Yeah, just like a quick dash
and cash as they call it, yeah. So geocaching is something we mentioned at the start of the show we absolutely love. And I was wondering if we'll even have time to grab a multicache. But for those of you who do geocaching, you will know that multicaches are really hard because you have to go around and identify clues and then put them all together to get coordinates, and then you go and find the coordinates on the map. It's crazy. Richard loves geocaching. He's watching on YouTube right now. It's awesome, isn't it? Absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
Join Chris, the Wild Man Wild, every Monday at 11 p.m.
We're trying to geocache every day at the moment because it's summer holidays.
We are aiming to get 100 in the summer holidays. So.
That's what we're aiming for. That is definitely what we're aiming for, and we're going to do it. We're totally going to do it.
At 11 p.m. for Raising the Underground on
Blind Cafe Radio.
On Blind Cafe Radio.
And what we got here?
Rich Tea at the Weekend.
Oh, that one made me really want a tea and biscuit, you know.
I know, is that?
Yeah.
I think that's the one from Renner McDonough. He's got a radio station called Radio Biscuit and makes me really hungry.
I know.
When I make the jingles
You
for
will be
it.
pleased to know I have added your favourite biscuits to our online shopping.
No way.
I have.
McVitie's Chocolate Digestives.
McVitie's.
Not a sponsor of the show either.
No.
Come on, McVitie's. What are you thinking about? Get on and sponsor this show. We even found your biscuits in Croatia. Apparently, because
you did. You found them and you brought them, and I was like, seriously, Mike, we go to Croatia and you get the same biscuits.
McVitie's chocolate biscuits. By the way, I'm going to get back to the production, but I just wanted to say the reason they have them is because there were lots of Germans in our resort, and apparently Germans also like McVitie's chocolate biscuits.
Clearly,
so there you go. And other biscuits are available, of course. But yeah. That seemed to be the
Rich Tea at the Weekend.
That seemed to be the in-biscuit in Croatia as well as here, back here in the UK. I don't know, do you have McVitie's in the US? Someone let me know. What do you dip in your tea? You don't really drink tea, do you, in the US? No. It's more coffee. Right?
So what do you dip in your coffee? Do you drink?
Do you dip things in your coffee? Is it appropriate?
Is it a thing?
Is it appropriate to dip things in coffee?
Is it a thing to do? I don't know. I don't drink coffee, so I
let us know in the chat.
Weekend on Radio Biscuit.
That's quite nice. That worked out well. So Radio Biscuit has started off that discussion. Please post in the comments now while I produce the next jingle. What do you dunk in your hot beverage? Let's leave it at that, shall we? And then we can be nice and open and inclusive. If anything. Yes, that's right. A thermometer to find out if it's the right temperature. That's what I dunk in.
Back to the 80s with Roscoe on the Knot.
Actually, you complained when I bought one of those, those laser thermometers where you point it at something and it tells you what the temperature is.
The Motown Cafe with Chris Melton.
I actually like to point my laser thermometer at my cup of tea so I know when it's the right temperature to drink. Do many people do that? Is that just me?
I think it's just you.
Yeah, I think it's just me, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, hobnobs. Oh yeah, hobnobs. Haven't had a hobnob for a while. That's something worth thinking about.
Back to the 80s with Roscoe.
Or, back to the 80s, this is appropriate. Or how about a jammy Dodger?
Jammy Dodger.
You can't tell me you don't like a jammy Dodger. You absolutely, Isabella, cannot tell me you do not like jammy Dodgers.
I don't. They are way too sweet for me.
Oh, that's a good 80s tune. So Renner says he dips everything and anything into a hot drink.
Anything and everything.
Yeah.
Back to the 80s.
Oh, custard creams, they're the best. Aww. The only thing is, like, they melt and they break in your hand. Like, the first dip is okay with a custard cream because the half of it goes all soggy. You get that lovely sogginess in your mouth. And then you try to put the second half in. And have you ever had this where you're holding a custard cream and because there's the cream inside and you're holding it like that and you dip it in your tea and because of the tension on your fingers, like, it kind of snaps open and the custard cream falls into the tea. It's like the worst. The custard cream people will know what I'm talking about there.
Back to the 80s with Roscoe on the Knot.
Oh, we just need to...
With Roscoe on...
That's a perfect place for a stutter, and that's a really cool jingle.
I just wanted to say thank you to Grow Junkie Radio and to Love Audio Production for the last 2 super chats.
Yay!
Gratitude super chats. Thank you so much, guys. Really kind.
We love gratitude. That's very nice. Thank you. So let's try this.
Back to the 80s with Roscoe on the Knot.
Let's just tidy that up a little bit. Mm-hmm.
Back to the 80s with Roscoe on the Knot.
Quite cool. And then we'll go to this one here.
The Motown Cafe with... The Motown Cafe.
Let's get rid of that and just put it in there.
With Chris Melton.
And then we'll pull this up and put that up there, I think.
With Chris Melton. With Chris Melton.
Yeah, digging that reverb at the moment. That's quite a cool thing to have. Next, we'll bring these down into play and see what we can do with them. So we've got this.
Chris Melton.
You are listening to your weather authority. This is Weather Central live in high definition.
Nice.
You are listening to your weather authority. You are listening to your weather authority. This.
Let's turn that down a bit. It's far too loud. There we go.
You are listening to your weather authority. This is Weather Central live in high definition.
Yeah, that's quite appropriate. The actual sound effect is called snowflakes. So for a weather station, having a snowflake sound effect is pretty good.
Eddie King Dance Party. Eddie King Dance Party time. New time, 4 p.m. Friday. Getting you ready for the weekend on Dougie's... Eddie King Dance Party time. New time, 4 p.m.
Oh, shortbreads are amazing Love Audio Production. Wow. Seriously. Don't get enough of
New
those.
time, 4 p.m. Friday.
Have to go to Scotland and grab ourselves a new pack. They taste better when they come from Scotland.
They do Friday.
Yeah,
I think they taste better if you eat them in Scotland, right?
They would, yeah.
Getting you ready for the weekend on Dougie Stone Radio.
On Dougie Stone Radio. Nice. Okay, what we got next? Gosh, we're very close to the end here, you realise?
I know.
Very close to the end. Keeping to time, as we usually do. Let's see. Now, let's get a music bed here. Might have already used that. Let's try this instead.
Your 10-hour party zone featuring club classics, mashups, mega mixes, and DJ sets on Clubalicious Radio.
And that is the point at which we will do...
Radio.
That's the point at which we'll bring in the false reverb there. Bing, and bing, bing.
Radio. Every Friday and Saturday.
Every Friday and Saturday has to be highlighted in a very appropriate way. So let's move this up here.
Clubalicious Radio. Every Friday and Saturday.
Bit of a pause for dramatic impact.
Clubalicious Radio. Every Friday.
Not too much.
Clubalicious Radio. Every Friday and Saturday.
And of course, we're going to need a breaker at this point.
Saturday, all beginning at 1700 Party Hard.
And then Party Hard should be on this channel. And not only that, it also needs to have a kind of... let's see if we can make this good.
Party Hard.
Yeah, let's pull that out a bit and it's going to be perfect.
100 Party Hard.
That's what I was thinking about. Okay, what we got here? This one. Let's bring you in over here.
For the bangers.
Do you want me to turn your mic off when you're not on it? Because you kind of go into the mic and you tap away on your keyboard. I don't know if anyone else can do that or it's just me and my oversensitive headphones.
I can't just stop breathing for that time, can I?
No, but you kind of do it right into the mic.
Sorry.
I get this like that while I'm producing jingles.
Sorry. I'll be a little more cautious of that.
It's all right. Right, let's bring this in over here and play.
You're tuned into Jim for the Bangers and Mashup Show on Hospital Radio Medway.
Oh, nice.
Grow
Medway.
Jackie Radio say it's soothing. Thanks.
Oh, is it soothing? We'll leave it in then.
See, I'll keep breathing.
We won't cut it out then. We'll leave it. we'll let Izabela keep breathing then. If you guys like it, then that's okay. Let's try that.
And Mashup Show on Hospital Radio Medway.
Hospital Radio Medway. That's awesome, Hospital Radio Medway. Actually, when I used to work in Kent at a radio station there, I actually got to visit Hospital Radio Medway once.
That's cool.
Which was really awesome. Yeah, it's a nice radio station. What are we going to use here? Let's go for an impact here. No, not that. Ooh, okay. That's a bit alien, that one.
Fresh cuts. This week's releases in Sweden, Norway, and Finland by DJ Promotions. Fresh. Promotions. Fresh is fresh.
Fresh is fresh. Let's go for a stager here.
Let's get ready to ride.
No, we're not going to use that. It is nice. And we've already used that. What are we going to use instead? Let's try this.
Fresh cuts. This week's
Fresh cuts. This week's releases in Sweden, Norway, and Finland.
Let's just get that on the beat.
Releases in Sweden, Norway, and Finland by DJ Promotion.
By DJ Promotions.
Finland
by DJ Promotions.
And then, of course, we'll just bring this up here.
Fresh is fresh.
Nice.
Nice. And then, my goodness, we're on the last jingle or two.
Can I just use this as a good opportunity to remind of somebody? If you haven't already, click subscribe now. So if you're watching us for the first time, make sure to subscribe and not miss the next show. We are live every single week and we make jingles. So if you don't want to miss it, click subscribe now. You can even hit the bell and get the notification next time we go live. So
love it if you do.
Yeah.
And if you're watching elsewhere, just Music Radio Creative YouTube channel. So that's youtube.com/Music Radio Creative.
Absolutely. Yes. You thought that was good. Get a load of this one. Philly's got... You thought...
There we go. There's the full take. Let's pull that in. Bring it down. And... Oh, I like that. Let's bring that in here. So that'll come in there.
You thought that.
Need to get it again on the beat if possible.
You thought that was good.
You thought that was good. And then a breaker. Oops. Where's the breakers? There. That earlier one was a bit twee. I didn't want to go for that. So
Good. Get a load. Good. Get a load of this one, Phillies.
So what we're going to do here is we're going to crush it. Hang on, let's pull that in. Crush in.
Good. Get a load of this one. Good. Get a load of this one. Bun Phillies. Bun Phillies.
Let's pull that up.
Phillies got another slice of 80s. Phillies.
Bit of hesitation there. Let's pull that out.
Phillies got another slice. Phillies got another slice of 80s heaven for ya.
Oh, there we go. Let's just fade that off so we get rid of any extra hum or hiss at the end. And I think that is what we call a full multi-track session. What do you think, Izabela?
Nice. That is really cool.
Happy and delighted with that?
Cool. Yes, I'm very, very happy with that. And yeah, that was really good.
Mix down the session then.
Ninja stuff there. Yeah, so that's really cool. So just a quick reminder, if you have submitted a free script, we will be recording it off the show. So we don't do it live on the show. And it will be available to download at mrc.fm/FJF by the end of Monday. So we try to record them straight after the show. It's not always possible. There are quite a few usually. Usually we record around 200 to every week. So
whoa.
Yeah, so we want to kind of, space it out. It can be
and I was hoping to eat my crisps, but maybe I'll do it after I record all the jingles.
Yes, otherwise you will have crisps in your jingles.
The best music on your dial.
Nice. That's really, really cool. So, yeah, so that's it. That's a wrap. We're back next week with all the jingle fun.
Yes, we are.
Anything else to add?
No, I'm about to play our brand new outro, and say your last piece because I'll talk up our outro because you don't know when the voiceover comes in.
Oh, come on.
So I kind of
feel like
when I start the outro, I can't stop it because that's our voiceover saying this stream is sponsored by. So you need to be out by a certain time. There's like 10 seconds when I start the jingle. So it's something I might change the jingle. I'm still playing with it, but for now, that's how it's going to be. I got it working by the way.
So you want to just shut me out?
No, so we'll say thank you to everyone. Thank you to Tim. Thank you to Doug. Thank you to Bjorn for being amazing moderators. Tim there is saying that we're back, of course, every Friday at this time on your favorite streaming platform. Oh, there we go. Mixed down. So I'll save those in a second. Bjorn has posted a link to the community. I do like the community very much. community.musicradiocreative.com. It's a great place to continue the discussion about audio production, and anything you really like that involves audio. And,
we try to answer all of your questions there. We get so many different questions on different channels, as in, what microphone do you recommend? What headphones do you recommend? Well, head on over to community. Ask that question there. There are awesome answers there, but also you will get answers from other people, other audio creators who maybe will have something valuable to add too. So, yeah, definitely a good place to be if anything audio kind of is there.
All right.
Perfect.
And with that said, we are on our way right now, aren't we? So are we going to get out of here?
Yeah, we're going to go and get geocaches. Keep your fingers crossed. So far, this week our update is 19 out of 200. No, out of 100. 19 out of 100. But the aim is to get 100 by the end of the summer holiday. So fingers crossed we will have at least another 20 in the bag by the end of next week. So when we speak to you next time. So yeah.
And you post lots of nice photos on your Facebook.
I do post on my Facebook, so you can always.
All right then, take it easy. Have a great weekend wherever you are. Renegade Master, John, Bjorn, Mojave, thanks so much, and have a lovely one. We'll see you next time here on Free Jingle Friday.
Free Jingle Friday is made possible by our sponsor, Restream, the easy way to stream to multiple social platforms at the same time. Restream Studio makes it simple to go live directly from your browser. Get started now at mrc.fm/Restream.